And there's the box. Let's scan it first.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous.
All right, so there's probably like a map inside or something like that. A puzzle box, nice. Yeah, there was no proper inventory in Season 1 as far as I can remember. They brought it back from New Frontier, but it wasn't in Guardians or Batman Season 1. It was only in Minecraft Season 2 and New Frontier.
Bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah,
sure.
Keep one eye in the sky.
Oh, is that Montoya?
Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Yeah, it's
Tell
not.
me all about it down at the precinct.
That doesn't sound like who
Riddler's
voiced Montoya
right
in
hand custody.
Season 1.
Not a bad result, all told.
I think she was voiced by who voiced Gabby from Michonne in Season 1.
Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him.
Yeah, well, he
Thought
hasn't
we
met
could
Batman.
use help.
Yeah, he never met me.
That's because he hadn't met me.
That's for damn sure. You don't know.
Like, or he looks a lot more like how Warren looks. Should probably look. Everyone looks older in this game than they did in Season 1.
Time in Gotham. What we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
I mean, like he only got like.
Is on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourself.
Hey Waller, what's up?
Just so you know, this
She was
woman
just-
has a lot of juice with the government.
Yeah, she was kind of an
Go her
ass in
own
Suicide
way.
Squad.
I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
Is the Suicide Squad gonna show up in this? I mean, we know Harley Quinn's gonna be in episode 2, so are we gonna get Suicide Squad a Telltale series? That'd be pretty cool. Seeing as how well Guardians of the Galaxy did.
You are the
If they did a Suicide Squad Telltale game, that'd be awesome.
I've heard a great deal about you.
I don't like your attitude, and you
So
are.
much so I don't
I
know
haven't
if I
had the
should
pleasure.
believe
I haven't had the pleasure of an introduction,
A
Miss.
pleasure, huh? Most people don't usually call it that.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
The agency, just the agency.
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class.
Never heard of you.
Like
Good thing you're here. You could have warned us.
Kind of our special.
Yeah, never heard of ya.
I've never heard of this agency.
I'll take that as a compliment. We like to keep a low.
Considering you're gonna form the Suicide. Are we gonna see the Suicide Squad get formed at some point in this
do
game?
you.
That'd be pretty cool.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran. the
And now
city.
they're both dead,
He
though.
disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman.
I mean, I did take down Vicky, Harvey, and Oz.
I bet we'd make a damn fine team.
She looks
heard
so
how you
uninterested.
dealt with Lady
That's a good idea. I only work with
Got you into
Gordon.
The city's corrupt mayor, Dent.
Yeah,
We
sure.
could do great things together if we joined forces.
Sounds like a plan. Batman. What if like Batman ends up like becoming the leader of the Suicide Squad? That'd be cool.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
Oh, okay. I trust you,
The
Gordon.
only real problem with your setup is who you're working with.
Excuse me?
Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
Excuse you, Gordon is the man.
Please.
Gordon's been like the ultimate bro for me.
In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut.
Oh my god.
Not
And I
to
bet
mention
like
you
if I...
let it slip through your fingers.
Yeah, well better that than
GCPD
dead.
Cowboys clearly don't know what you're
No
doing.
one died though.
You're putting all this on
Back
me.
off, I made
You're
the
the commanding
call.
officer.
Yeah, I made the call.
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I
Oh,
thought.
fuck off, Waller.
I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a
Oh, there's
security
Maury.
detail on Maury while he's in the hospital.
It's like he's only got
Agent
lost 2
Avesta
fingers. He'll
will
be
fill you in
fine.
on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her.
Why she look like Vesta look
Tell
like she
these
looks like
people
she and her partner look like someone like from like
especially
Agents of
about that
Shield.
puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
I mean, like, but they could help
I
us.
thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to
She
see
sounds
her
familiar.
try.
Is that Emily O'Brien? Is that Gamora?
Special Agent Iman Avesta, field intelligence specialist on the Riddler case.
She sounds
And my
familiar.
partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
That sounds like
I put
Nolan North
together
right
the
there.
Psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's
Pina is this Pina Duro? That's
for
his
your
name.
eyes only.
Is his name like
If you can't
Enigma? Or like his first name is like
The target
Edward or
of the
something like that, and then
casino
his last name is
attack
Enigma.
from Maury.
That's why his name's
Any idea what
Enigma.
Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with
Riddler's just insane. He wanted a solution to a riddle. They had some kind of deal. I guess they had some kind of deal. They had some kind of deal.
Talking about some kind of deal.
I'm not gonna tell about the box.
Any idea what?
But I know.
But it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help.
What we got?
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium.
Okay, and what are you saying? Like,
I
oh,
just
you
wanted
would...
to say it's a real honor to meet
Oh,
you.
thanks, I guess.
I do have something I want to ask, though.
Can I have your autograph?
The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you?
I mean, in a
There's
way.
something in you that
Of course I am. It's
pulls you
unavoidable.
towards the
I don't
danger.
like your insinuation.
the chaos, the energy.
Yeah, like that's what I
You can't
do.
keep away, can you?
Of course I am. They're an obvious target. Just like anyone who threatens Gotham's safety.
Obvious for you. Most people just run the other way.
I'm not most people.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I was like most people, everyone would be
I think
driving
I
us
know
up
a
as
little better
Batman.
now.
I've estimated a note in her file, okay? Alright, here's Batman.
I'll be in touch.
He's kind of a fucking freak.
Agent,
Batman, before you go.
What do you
Gotham's
want,
your
Waller?
city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm
Why-
letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find.
Or what? I'm
This
Batman.
courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like.
Is that a threat?
You
Grapple,
get me.
grapple away. I don't like threats,
There's a
Sam
lot of
away.
ways this could
I don't like threats.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
Squirt's my bro. You leave me alone, Waller. I'm out. I don't want to be part of your Suicide Squad anyway. Alright, here we go. Episode 1. The Enigma. Let's do this. Wayne Manor, 4:39 a.m. Wow, it looks a lot different than it did in Season 1. That might be because it's the back of it, not the front. Let's see how the Batcave looks compared to Season 1. Oh, there's Batmobile. Batmobile kind of looks the same compared to what it was in Season 1. Yeah, Bruce looks a lot older than he did in Season 1. The back computer looks a lot more HD.
Evening.
They completely changed the look of the back computer compared to Season 1.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some.
Yeah, they completely changed Batcave from Season 1.
Thanks, Al.
This table wasn't here. None of this was here.
I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Oh, music. Okay. He's got a microphone. Classical, ambient, jazz. You like jazz? Yeah, let's play some
I
jazz.
need something cool.
Alright. Jazz's latest hits. Greatest hits. Let's do this. Ooh, that's
the
good.
Computer is finished.
That's good, I like
scanning the
that.
Riddler's puzzle box.
There's gonna be a choice every episode to listen to
Ready
jazz
when you
or
are.
classical.
Let's get to work.
Alright then. I still got a chunk of my ear missing. Wow, they really fleshed out the Batmobile this time. Let's see what we got here. Oh, the letter from Catwoman that we got from her at the end of episode 5. Let's see what we got here.
Selena.
Oh, and there's her cracked mask from our first fight. Selena Kyle, thief for hire. Selena Kyle came to Gotham to perform a number of robberies for the children of Arkham. Though she eventually helped me stop them, she left Gotham during Lady Arkham's final assault on the city, and I don't know wherever she'll return. Despite our differences, I enjoyed sparring with her. Oh, Harvey. Let's see, we got his coin, and oh, look, put a dent in crime, because that's what I said. Two-Face, Harvey Dent, corrupt mayor of Gotham. Harvey Dent was once a promising mayoral candidate and one of my closest friends. I supported his campaign and his vision for Gotham. After he was attacked by the Children of Arkham, he became Two-Face, a violent and deeply paranoid criminal. During his brief stint as mayor, he used his authority to enforce martial law throughout the city. Oz. Whoa, what's that gauntlet? Oh, all right, the gauntlets. That's actually if you fought him in episode 4, you would use those gauntlets, which is weird considering he has that here, even though I didn't fight him that way in season 1. Oswald Cobblepot was a terrorist, anarchist, and my oldest friend. Born to one of Gotham's most prestigious families, he lived abroad after his mother was committed to Arkham Asylum by my father. He returned to Gotham and joined the Children of Arkham, seeking revenge on my family for destroying his. Lady Arkham, there's her broken mask. Vicky Vale, terrorist leader, and her broken staff too. Oh, how do we get that out of there? Because the staff was in the catacombs. I guess we went back for it. Vicky Vale was a well-known and respected reporter at the Gotham Gazette, but she was born Vicky Arkham, a victim of my father's criminal activities. She created her alter ego, Lady Arkham, and her terrorist organization, the Children of Arkham, to destroy Gotham's elite. I defeated her, but I don't know if she's alive or dead. Her body was never found. Now, see, this is my thing. I don't think they have any plans for Vicky right now, but they did that so that if Telltale ever decides they want to go back to Vicky, they can. Is that it? Alright, yeah, that's it. Aw, this is a nice trip down memory lane. I like that. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Could I change the music if I wanted to? No. Alright, so, anything else here? Let's see what's over here. The Batmobile just kind of went into the ground right there. Oh, these are all bat suits? Yep. That looks like on the right. I think that's either the classic suit or the season 1 suit.
The suit is held up
early prototype.
So far.
Oh, that's the classic suit.
Put it through.
My suit always takes a lot of damage, but still don't know what it's supposed to do. Hide my identity, intimidate criminals. Still does. Oh, still does. Hide my identity. This is an older model of Lucius Fox's design. I had to revert to it after my batsuit was damaged in a fight with Lady Arkham. It's not as advanced, but that's good. I never want to be too reliant on technology. That's true. The heavily grappling device. I can't be everywhere at once, but this design makes it easier to take care of those business from across room. Oh, it's a wrist gauntlet now. Okay. Whether that business wrestling weapons away from criminals or stopping something heavy from falling on bystanders. That's see, now this is the season 1 model. My suit always does a This batsuit was damaged in fights against the children of Arkham and Harvey Dent's paramilitary troops. Lucius has since given me an even better version of the suit. I hold this onto this one to remind me to never let my guard down in battle. Alright. That's odd, considering it doesn't have the broken like chest piece from when Vicky knocked it off, and like the bullet wound to the leg when Harvey shot me. The grapple gun. This gun allows me essential freedom of movement around the city, whether that's from building to building or straight up from a crowd of enemies. That's nice. Batarangs. A few of these can clear out a room full of gunmen, heavy, sleek, and extremely sharp. Smoke grenades. These grenades create a smoke screen that confuses enemies and allows me to hide from shadows. The tasers. This device can stop a criminal cold with a powerful electrical shock. It's flashy and unsuitable, but it's unsubtle. But it's guaranteed to incapacitate a target no matter their size. Sorry, I got hiccups. And that's it. And then that's the model. That's the early prototype from season 1. All right, so let's go check out the back computer now. Finally, we can walk fast in this game. Tales of the Borderlands and Batman Season 1 are the only Telltale games you can't walk fast in. So let's go ahead and check out the back computer. Actually, let's see if we can talk to Alfred first.
No explosives detected.
I guess we're gonna look in the box instead.
Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency.
Oh, yes?
There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Uh-huh. What is that? What's wrong, Alfred?
It comes and goes.
Oh, he's got like...
since the kidnapping.
Oh, he's got tremors.
The other business with Lady Arkham.
Oh, see, now here's another thing. I learned that if you didn't reveal yourself to Alfred, he would have lost an eye. So I'm fine with a missing ear.
First tour of duty.
You should really get that looked at.
Alfred, it's clearly a problem. You should get it looked at.
Well, as you say, Bruce, it'll pass. Working always helps.
He's like I read the More Meets the Eye comics. He's got like hand tremors like Ratchet used to. Alright, let's see what we got here. Do we have a codex like in Season 1 and Guardians? Yes, we got a codex. I love reading these. Let's check that first. Alright, we got a whole new set of information. Let's check out my boy, James Gordon. Over the past year, my partnership with Jim has flourished. I finally won his trust, and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden in the shadows, but Jim has helped me step into the light and find legitimacy. See, that's because I attended his ceremony as Batman instead of Bruce. For that, I'm grateful. I think Jim is finally setting into his new role as police commissioner. It's been a difficult transition, and don't think he'll ever be comfortable with the tragic way he received this promotion because Grogan died. But I trust he'll use his newfound authority to make the city a better place. Gotham is lucky to have him, and so am I. I couldn't ask for a better partner. Ya boy, Gordon. Renee Montoya. Ooh, she looks a little different compared to Season 1. She looks a little like... things are looking blue for Jim Gordon's hero, True Blue Cop. Renee Montoya was recently promoted to detective after she was exonerated of the murder of Carmine Falcone. Okay. Like she was just like a sergeant, but now she's detective. It was evidence I provided that proved she was under the influence of Lady Arkham's drug when she committed the crime. I admire Renee's dedication to law enforcement and fierce loyalty to Jim. It's evident that she lives for her work, often at the cost of her personal life. Sounds like a problem we both share. All right, maybe she come back, girl. Lucius Fox, my boy, Batman Lee. There would be no Batman without Lucius Fox. In a sense, he's built me. He's built me. From Bats to the Batmobile, everything I am, everything I've become, I owe to him. A brilliant engineer and trusted confidant, Lucius is one of the few people I can depend on in the world. In addition to being Wayne Enterprises' technological leader, I've entrusted him to run a secret R&D wing where he develops and designs and develops new back tech. Alfred. I'm now my father's son. I am Alfred's. After my mom, mother, and father were murdered, he was the one who did the hard work of raising me. It couldn't have been easy for him, making sure he instilled the right values and steered me away from the vices of my father. Steadfast, true, and compassionate, Alfred knows me better than anybody. Certainly better than I know myself. He's my moral compass and my best friend. Last year, he was kidnapped by... Alright, so it's been a year since the events of Season 1. Which just makes sense, because this came out a year after Season 1 ended. Last year, he was kidnapped by Lady Arkham. I'm still riddled with guilt over what happened. I just hope he can recover from the emotional trauma of the ordeal. All I want is for him to be healthy and happy again. Imani Vesta, that's the girl we met at the casino. It was Special Agent Imani Vesta who handed me the psychological profile on Riddler. I don't know much on her other than that she's a Gotham native and seems to have the confidence of Amanda Waller. She's also a huge fan of Batman, which is somewhat relieving. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in further details with the agency. Okay. Amanda Waller. I got my first glimpse of Amanda Waller outside the casino after Riddler's grisly attack on Rumi Mori. A former congressional aide in political science PhD, Waller's irrepressible ambition has shot her straight up to the top of the government's top corporate law enforcement organization, the agency. She's recently been promoted to regional director with a jurisdiction that spans the entire northeastern United States, including Gotham City. Gordon doesn't like her, that much is clear. Understandable, she's a force of nature who's threatening his turf. I just wish I knew more about her intentions towards Gotham. She seems more like she could be a powerful friend, but an even more powerful enemy. There's gonna be a choice between Gordon or Waller. I'm picking Gordon, 100%. He's my bro. Vernon Blake, Special Agent Blake, Avesta's terse partner. I met him as Batman after Riddler's attack in the casino. Not much to say about him at the moment. The Riddler. The Riddler is an old name in Gotham, one we thought was gone for good. He was dangerous enough that even Carmine Falcone, Mayor Hill, and my father left him alone. International terrorist wanted by Interpol and hunted by the agency, the Riddler's modus operandi is to torture and kill his marks by forcing him to solve his macabre riddles. According to the agency's profile of him, Riddler's got a genius-level IQ and exhibits signs of narcissistic and obsessive-compulsive personality disorders. He's cruel, calculated, and merciless, and I will bring him down. Rumi Mori. There are two sides to Rumi Mori. The face he shows to the public and the person he really are. The person he keeps in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of polite society. Mori wants everyone to believe he's a model citizen. He paints his public persona with philanthropy and a seemingly legitimate business empire. But take a closer look behind the mask, and you'll catch a glimpse of the real Rumi Mori, who were a profiteer and murderer. He made his fortune running guns during the Arab Spring and soon after diversified into high-tech weaponry. Of course, Mori's illicit activities never been proven in the court of law. Riddler's had some bone to pick with Mori. Perhaps that's why I targeted him at the Virago. It's not surprising a man like him would have enemies. I wonder how he made one with the Riddler. The Agency. One of the nation's most clandestine national security organizations, the agency operates in the darkest of shadows of the criminal justice system. Not much is known about their day-to-day operations, but with little information I can dig up about them is that the agency influence is awe-inspiring, stretching across international borders and reaching the highest echelons of political power. Thomas Wayne. My father, possibly the most worst criminal this city's ever known. I once thought he was a hero, a man who died trying to protect a mother and I from the blood of a common crook. I was wrong. I found the truth about my father not long ago. He wasn't a philanthropic doctor he pretended to be. He was a monster who amassed our family's wealth by drugging and gaslighting Gotham's wealthiest families and robbing them of their fortunes. He devastated lives and destroyed minds. To rob someone of their sanity is one of the worst things you can do to a person. I would know. Lady Arkham robbed me of mine as recompense for my father's sins. I hope that debt is paid. I'm nothing more than to leave this dark legacy in the past. Martha Wayne. My mother, the unsung hero. I witnessed her and my father's assassination when I was just a child. My memories of her are few and far between, but I cherish each one. She was one who was going to blow the whistle on my father, stop him once and for all, but they were murdered before she could expose him. Joe Chill was a hitman sent by Mayor Hill to keep their scheme from being exposed. My mother is my saving grace. Everything that's good in me I have inherited from her. Alright. Gotham City, population 10.5 million. Gotham City is more than my hometown. It's my passion project. When I look out into that skyline, I don't see a city. I see a living, breathing organism that keeps evolving, adapting to new threats. I must adapt with it. The criminals this place attracts are no different. There was a time when all you had to worry about was wise guys and street thugs, but crime, too, has evolved. The crime might be down, but the villains are becoming more and more bizarre, more terrifying. Sometimes I think crime is a virus that keeps mutating the more virulent strains in the city stick with it. I'll let Batman be the cure. That's pretty cool. Arkham Asylum. Established November 1921, Gotham City's only maximum security psychiatric hospital. I was committed here for a couple days after I was drugged by Lady Arkham and was incited to attack Oswald Cobblepot, so this place doesn't exactly hold the best memories for me. That's one of the reasons I'm renovating it. Once outdated and dilapidated, One Enterprises has promised to bring this antiquated asylum into the 21st century by turning it into a state-of-the-art mental health facility. Wayne Enterprises, founded 1870. Multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of technology, manufacturing, and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my parents and have recently become more involved in day-to-day operations. So far, so good. Stocks are up, and Wayne Enterprises R&D development is developing some pretty new exciting technologies. Alright, glad to see things have improved since Oz nearly fucked us over in Season 1. Crime Alley, Park Row, Gotham City. The squalid downtown alley where my parents were assassinated. The street across from the Monarch Theaters, the place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began. Violently. I installed a plaque there to honor my parents before I knew the truth of my father's criminality. Gotham City Police Department HQ. The GCPD is Gotham's first line of defense against criminals both mundane and bizarre. When mobster Carmine Falcone was in power, he kept at least half the force in his pocket, but not all of them. James Gordon was one of the few he couldn't corrupt. Since Falcone and Mayor Hill were taken down, Gordon has worked to clean the corruption in the department. Crime rates have fallen dramatically since Gordon took over as police commissioner. Since Wayne Enterprises pledged to rebuild Arkham Asylum, the GCPD has worked closely with the facility to determine which criminals should go to Arkham for rehabilitation and which belong in Blackgate Prison. And that's it. Whew, that was a lot to read through. Sorry guys if this taking up like a lot of time. I just really like reading this stuff. Let's check out the Gotham feed now. I'm really sorry you guys, but I just really want to read all this. Gotham citizens support GCPD Batman partnership. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the Gotham City Police Department's public partnership with the massive vigilante known as Batman has been a rousing success for the city's population. Across the board, crime in the Gotham City limits has been down from the previous year, with violent crime staying a record low. Though some of the city council have raised concerns about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law, it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. I don't care who he is. I care he makes things safer, says grocery store owner Wayne Barden, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in recent months. Councilman Gail Rich is sympathetic to business owners like Barton, but she maintains, until we know who this Batman is, I don't think we never truly be safe. Wayne Enterprises stock hits record high. Wayne Enterprises stock is a record high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing its previous high of $115 per share over a year ago. The record is here's the record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to company CEO last year following his brief ouster. Wayne was removed from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and briefly made to a Arkham Asylum. Wayne since claimed that the assault was a side effect of a drug injection at the hands of former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, who conducted criminal business under the name Lady Arkham. Dent trial date pushed back again. Oh no, Harvey. A federal judge has been delayed the start of former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several more months, following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brandon Hoffman, announced they were recusing themselves in a pretrial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney, has insisted on representing himself in the trial. In a statement in court, Hoffman said, "I can no longer feel I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability." Judge Harriet Strokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 more months while Dent prepared his case. This is the 4th delay to the trial on Thursday of attorneys to part ways with Dent, who is facing multiple charges of murder, criminal negligence, and fraud. What is the agency? It seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter on the streets of Gotham these days. Multiple sources from law enforcement have confirmed with the Gazette that a mysterious government entity only known as the agency has been conducting operations in the city recently. On the record, there is no evidence of any federal crime-fighting organization by this name, but many sources who have requested anonymity have confirmed the agency has been present at several recent crime scenes and exerted considerable authority. I have no idea who these people are, but when they show up, one officer said, they act like they know what they're doing, but with no other way to check their track record, I guess we have to take them at their word. All officials say Cobblepot model prisoner. Oh, don't tell me he's gonna get out. Shit. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, former Wayne Enterprise CEO and convicted domestic terrorist Oswald Cobblepot is a model prisoner at Blackgate Prison. The man who briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organization Children of Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised at Cobblepot's decision to forego a hearing in court, but from all accounts he appears to be enjoying his new life in jail. "We don't have a bad thing to say about him," says one Blackgate guard who wished to remain anonymous. "You get talking to him, and he's especially pretty charming. He's super smart." Oh no! Don't tell me the Penguins would come back at some point. I hope they make a season 3 just at some point. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our files on the agency.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military
Manifesta,
leaders,
Amanda Waller,
experts, and government officials.
Are we gonna find Enchantress, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, Diablo?
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position.
So she's recently become director of the agency.
Given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
Waller seems dangerous. They're gonna make things harder. They're on our side.
About
yeah, they're gonna make things harder.
Unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
Well, things won't be easy with a bunch of spies nearby.
Exactly.
Well-equipped spies too.
Maybe it
they have the shock pistols.
About upgrades.
Alright, we'll see what Batman Lee has to say about that. Riddler files. Let's see what we got here.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were back.
Strikes again. Criminal in Gotham. Police hope down Riddler. Trail
Gotham's
goes gold.
original costumed criminal.
Yes.
Oh, he was the OG. He was the OG.
Returned. It's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld.
Yeah, I think Robert Atkin Downs' voice is
Falcone gave
him,
a wide
who
berth.
voiced Duncan
He was
in
presumed dead for so long.
Game of Thrones season 1. He also voiced
Why come back
Miller
to
in
Gotham?
Metal Gear Solid
Seemed to have
series.
a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peñadoro.
Peñadolo.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler. Just Riddler. Why willingly turn yourself in? Oh, Mr. Warden.
That kind of sounds like Alex Hernandez doing who was the voice of David in New Frontier. Sounds like he's doing a really thick accent.
That's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help.
Send him to Arkham.
He's clearly sick.
You're getting soft. Arkham has
Man
plenty of
is in
room. No,
urgent need of a doctor.
Arkham has plenty of
I know
room.
just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
Eh. Yeah, I think he's...
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Oh, why was Alfred so blurry there? All right, let's read the codex because Blitter got updated. I think. Or no? I think that's all we have to look at, really. I guess all we have left to do is to look at the box now. What's in the box?
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Alright, well, let's get ahead and figure it out. Actually, I feel like we're gonna end this episode here. Thank you all for watching. In next episode, we're gonna open this box, see what's inside, and see if we can help us track down what Riddler is. If you like that, you should like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.
Try to reach inside of me. Try to dream I